Hey everybody, and welcome to the Double Stuff Podcast, where we're double the host, double the topics, and double the fun. I'm Dan.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Charity.
I'm Alan!
Why, Alan? Just why?
Because I'm amped for Dan's topic.
Well, I am thankful that you're all here for this Thanksgiving episode.
Way to work that in, Dan.
I know, right? It's not like we probably used that last time, too. So
Impossible.
we are back for the Thanksgiving season to talk about maybe not food this time, actually. This will be a surprise for this podcast.
Okay.
So we're actually here to talk about what we're thankful for.
Yay.
Yay.
Oh, I never would have guessed.
I know, it's so weird, right? So as I started off the show, I'm thankful to be here with everybody doing the podcast in person, which is really nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like I'm 100% thankful for that.
Absolutely. So what is there anything else you're thankful for besides podcasting?
Oh, let me just
Look at the
unroll
glint in his
this
eyes.
scroll.
Dan's like, be thankful for me.
No, it's okay.
For my luscious curly locks. Your hair is getting pretty long,
It
Dan.
is. It's crazy. Yeah.
All right, well, I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
Okay, go for it, Alan.
Let me open up my heart and expose everything. Of course, I'm thankful for my family, thankful for my friends. I'm thankful that I have all that I need to sustain myself. I have a roof over my head.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate enough to have 2 vehicles so that while I'm recording this here, my wife can, and I'm thankful that we have the additional funds for 3 haircuts at once, which is, I don't even want to know the bill, but
You actually use all 3 haircuts for the one time, Alan?
no, yeah. So my wife is going to go get the girls' haircuts for Thanksgiving, and it's in a new car. Well, new to us. It's a
Hey, it's still
18.
new. Hey,
Yeah,
that's
2018.
nothing to...
That's still within the 2010s, right?
Yeah, the odometer started not with 50,000. It started under, so that's nice.
Yay.
Thankful about
Very
that.
nice.
And we're coming up on Thanksgiving and the holidays.
Yes.
How awesome is that?
Oh, I love this time of year.
Yeah,
It's the
absolutely.
best.
Well, Alan took all the good ones.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm like looking at my little
Yeah,
fake
there's
list here. I'm like, man.
Your fake list. I'm thankful for fake
I
lists.
mean, I can't be thankful for family because Alan took that
Yeah,
one.
that's right. Yeah, that's off the table now. Absolutely. So
What
on
else?
your
I'm thankful I'm in the USA.
Well, I think what's even worse is the overlap is because since me and Charity are related, our thankfulness is probably going to still be similar, and there's still going to be overlap because it'll be like,
Oh, I'll think of something different. Okay, I'll go next.
Okay.
So I'm thankful for, I was thinking about this yesterday. There are certain things that I had wanted to happen like within this year or maybe in the past couple years. And those things have happened. So like I have my own place now.
That's
and
right. Yeah, big time.
Yeah, and then last year I was able to get a new car since you were talking about cars because my old car was leaving me stranded all over Wichita. Like it was, I would call my dad and before he would even we would even get into the conversation, he's like, where are you at? Like he knew I had broken down somewhere.
AAA charity.
Yeah.
I think one
So-
time you were actually stranded on the highway though. One time.
Oh, no, that's the worst.
I've been stranded all over. I could give a tour guide or like a tour of,
I broke down right here.
of where I broke down.
lots of landmarks.
Yeah, and I know I might be stealing Sarah's, but we recently got an award during Tallgrass for our
Yay.
documentary. So now I too can be a part of the award-winning documentary filmmaker.
We're slacking.
job.
We're slacking, Alan.
It's true. Yeah. Well,
You guys just won one award, though? I mean...
Well, she's won one. I've added 2 to my list.
Oh, look at her
that's
trying to one-up me on my
competition.
thankfulness,
That's
though.
right.
But anyway, those are some of the things on my list. So things that like I've wanted to have happen are like finally happening. So like answered prayers and all that. So it's a very,
Great.
very good feeling for this year.
Excellent.
Yeah, there's a lot of similar ones, but basically to what everybody has said up to this point. The other thing, kind of like talking about Charity moving into a new house, our whole family has moved into a new house. And so it's a nicer house. It's much more structurally sound. It actually stays warm in the winter and cool in the summer.
Well, as far as you know, you haven't done a winter yet.
we have a fireplace which we've been wanting to have since.
Fire's always hot. So.
Yes, yeah, because fire is hot.
I got the Woodman coming the first week of December.
Ooh, the woodman's coming.
I too have a fireplace in my house.
Well, come
so
on,
yes,
yeah.
The
okay.
woodman cometh.
Yeah, I know. He said like it's the boogie man. Oh,
Yeah.
the woodman coming.
Or like from The Wire.
It's actually a guy made of wood that's just walking around. But yeah, no, we're thankful that we're finally in a new house, which is great. And I think two big ones for me. Thankful that I actually have a job, because for the longest time,
Absolutely.
you know, both me and Charity have been unemployed for a while, and then some of the jobs we had has been really sporadic.
And then COVID took the unemployment and made it way
Whoa,
worse
yeah.
than what it was too.
So in the middle of COVID and what was going on last year, that was when I got my job as an adjunct professor.
That's great.
So at a time where people weren't getting jobs, I was able to get one.
yeah.
And so
Yeah, same.
and so I'm still teaching, which is good, and
And in a subject that you like.
that I know about,
And that
so
you're
which
passionate.
helps.
Yeah.
you don't have to fake
You
it.
don't have to be the accounting. Everybody get out your...
Get out your
Get out your numbers.
George Washington equals $1. But that, and then the big one for sure, because around this time of year, about 3 years ago, you know, I had gotten really sick and literally almost
health.
Yeah, because there was a couple times where I literally almost died, like 100%. And so, you know, thinking about around this time, that time I was still recuperating, and I still
right.
wasn't strong enough to even stand up on my own
I
and breathe on
remember.
my own.
Yeah, you were on a walker for a little bit.
I was on a walker for a long time. I was taking medicine for like my heart and for pancreas and for everything. And so now I'm only down to one prescription
That's great.
for that now. But now I'm actually doing what I couldn't do before: walk, talk, breathe, drive on my own.
Yeah.
So I'm really just thankful that I'm still here. That's
Yeah.
a big one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
That is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you would have left us uneven with podcast hosts.
That's the only
Don't
reason.
leave me, Sarah.
Seeing as how this actually happened 2 years before our idea, but it, you know, that predestined.
Oh yeah, we were just
That's right.
practicing.
We were just practicing. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, that's a hard one to top.
How about you?
For
Yeah.
sure.
I know we took all the good ones.
No,
Now it's your
I'm
turn.
thankful for all the same stuff you guys talk about: friends, family, health, wealth, all that stuff. I would say that being back is definitely really nice. In the
Oh,
last
yeah. 12
months, we've now lived in 3 different places.
Yeah, you've had
So-
an adventure.
So I'm tired of moving. So I'm thankful
Yeah.
to not have to move anymore. And
We are also thankful that you
Oh
are
my
back.
gosh,
We are very
yes.
happy about that.
And we're in a new place, which is really nice. I mean, it's bigger and everything like that. Actually, touching on what you were talking about before, though, I'm actually thankful we don't have a fireplace anymore, because the last apartment complex that we lived
How
in had
dare
a
you,
fireplace. And here's the reason why. I loved using it when we got the chance to use it before. But when you live in an apartment complex with hundreds of other people and everybody
Yeah.
has fireplaces that are all wood burning,
Oh.
you're kind of like, is everybody else around me as safe as I am when it comes to a
Oh,
fireplace?
that's true.
Wow, thanks, Dan. I was really excited about my fireplace.
No, it's good. It's good. I'm not saying that we never had a problem. I've lived in 2 places for 2.5 years and never had a problem. So you should be good to go.
I like how you said should be.
He should
leaving a
be.
little disclaimer
Yeah,
in
you
there.
got it. You know, I don't want to. You come back and be like, you said I was okay.
Dan!
Sure.
I think you'll be all right. I think the statistics around fires
There, yeah.
in homes,
Yeah.
around fireplaces, is probably low in the percentage wise
Oh, yeah.
of what
Yeah.
causes fires.
Absolutely. So as long as you don't smoke, you should be good to go.
You should be.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm
Yeah.
sad.
If
Don't
you-
smoke in bed.
Yeah.
If you're gonna smoke, don't smoke in
Yeah,
bed.
if you really need a light, don't stick your head in the
Yeah.
fireplace and try to get it.
And if you're
Okay.
going to smoke in bed, don't have an oxygen tank next to you.
Oh
we
my
can just go through all that
gosh.
stuff, you know. Yeah.
Has that happened?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
you
I'm
hear
sure.
stories.
Well,
When I was
obviously,
going through
'cause there's-
EMT training,
yeah.
you do hear
Yeah.
stories,
Oh my
so
gosh.
it's not good.
Man.
So while we are all thankful for things, we did have a list of some things that some people were less than thankful for. Some call them first world problems. Some would call them silly or entitled. So I wanted to read off a few of these here and see what you guys thought, get your opinions on some of these.
Okay.
So this one was somebody who tried to spread cold butter on toast and the bread ripped.
Actually,
they were not thankful for
That
cold
is
butter.
that is very
You
frustrating.
gotta warm up your butter, you know?
See,
or
what,
leave it on the
what we
counter.
do, we try to cut it as thin as possible so that way the heat from the toast kind of melts it.
Ah.
And then you're able to spread it. So
Yeah.
you just have to be really precise in your slicing power.
Nah, that's too much work. I just leave my butter out.
What we need is a little mini lightsabers that like chop stuff,
Yeah.
you know, and then it'll just become butter.
No, that is a disappointing thing though. When you're buttering your toast
Oh, yeah.
and it rips, it's almost like there's no way that I'm going to invest another 5 minutes to try to get another
I think
piece
that
of toast.
also shows
Just in the
yeah.
trash and go on your day, and
I think
hopefully
I think that
you
also
don't get cut off.
That also
on your
shows
way to
that
work.
you didn't toast it enough for the bread to come apart.
Well, I think it shows what kind of bread you use. If you get the cheap bread, that's gonna rip every time. If you get like, I guess it's the artisan bread or whatever, which is a little bit thicker,
Yeah.
Gotta get
it
the
won't.
sourdough.
Yeah, it won't rip
Ooh.
as bad.
Some
Somewhat
Texas
like
toast.
Yeah, a little,
a little dense to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little chew to it. Yeah,
the connoisseurs of toast.
We are bread connoisseurs here on a Double Stuff podcast.
I'll do any toast except for Ezekiel toast. That's. What
I had that before, and I regretted my decision. I was like,
I will not be healthy.
I was like, I'm healthy, but not that much.
It
I
makes
gotta
a
draw the
great.
line.
It makes a great book of the Bible, but a terrible toast.
but a terrible piece of
Okay,
toast.
so I did promise at the top
Okay,
of the show
yeah.
we weren't going to talk about food all
Oh,
that much.
sorry.
So I'm going to
Yeah,
steer
you're
us away
right,
from food, and we're going to go on to
help it.
entertainment. Now, this is a little bit of an older one. As I can't relate to this as much as I used to be able to, but nothing good is on my television with hundreds of channels right now. I don't know about channels. I do know streaming services, and there's always stuff to watch on there. Whether or not it's good is probably debatable.
I think it's the same problem.
is.
It's just on a streaming service.
You just
That's
look
true.
through all the shows and you're like I don't. You know what? Here's a first world problem. Streaming when you because you have the ability to. I don't know about how your habits are, but I know mine. And if it's good, I will not stop. I just will not stop. So whatever I'm about to click on, I want it to be good, but I don't want it to be so good that I won't stop until 4 a.m. or something
It
like
just paralyzes you for the rest of the day, or
Yeah.
well, I
the
mean,
weekend.
it doesn't have to be a series. Like you could just watch a movie.
Like a-
that
like
way you don't
really
have
good
to.
movie.
So many good series, and the
Yeah.
thing about the series now is it's almost because they're not self-contained episodics, so it's like you're watching a 8-hour movie.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and you almost have to because it's just
Yeah.
like you don't have like a good stopping point. You know,
Right.
it's like okay, I'm satisfied with what happened in that episode. But always like little hook to keep you watching.
Well, and there's only a few seconds. Like you have the option to skip, but you never do. Or with me, like if I do want to skip or try to turn it off, I can never find a remote to skip.
Oh, yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
that's
like,
another first
yeah,
world
new
problem.
episode starting at 5. I'm like, where's the remote? I gotta get out of here.
Oh no, another one started. I'm gonna have to sit here and watch another hour.
What? Once it's on, it's on. You got to
That's
watch the
right.
rest of it.
Absolutely. Yeah. So this one actually kind of plays into something we were talking about just a few minutes before recording.
Okay.
Too many chocolates to eat, but I am dieting.
Oh,
Somebody
and,
brought in.
and thank you, Sarah, for a very giant bowl of chocolate that's sitting
Yeah.
on our table right now.
So they brought in chocolates, and they're like, "Here, have all the chocolates." And I'm like, "I'm trying to watch my figure." Okay.
Yeah, I'm looking at your figure
Crinkle,
right
crinkle,
now. You
crinkle.
need some more chocolate.
Dan, you are beautiful. You are more than your
No.
figure, and I think you need to eat some more of this chocolate.
So if you hear me munching down in
Yeah.
the middle of the show, yeah.
And not to go too far into food, but that's the most dangerous kind because it's bite sized.
Yes.
Yes.
Lose track.
Yes.
Like
It's
with
so
like a
true.
candy bar, you're like, I can put that down. I'm not going to eat a
Yeah,
whole candy
fun
bar.
size is out to get
fun
ya.
size, you instantly have like 5 candy bars worth, and
But-
you're
but
like,
see,
da-da-da-da-da.
But fun size has gotten smaller, so then you feel like, okay, 6 fun size crunch bars equals 1 full one, I think, mathematically speaking, coming from the person that's supposed to be an accountant.
That would deter me from candy. If I got to do math, no, I give it up first.
So yeah, I don't know. I personally, I really don't feel bad about it, but that's the whole point. Because it's the amount you don't realize you're
It's
eating.
trickery.
That's how I am with
Candy
cookies,
trickery.
though. Like I can, stay away from the dessert table at a dinner or something.
Sure.
I can turn down cake and pie, but cookies, because they're small and cute and round, I'm just like, oh, I can have 12 of them. I just go for it.
they bake in sheets for a reason.
Exactly. So this is another one that we were having a brief discussion on before, so I'll throw it out to everybody else. If my ripped jeans keep ripping, I'll need to buy new ripped jeans. I've never bought ripped jeans.
I don't get it.
No.
I don't get
Okay,
it.
I have a story about ripped jeans.
Okay.
So this
I knew she would.
well, I'm actually wearing ripped jeans right now, which is funny. So I'm very careful with ripped jeans, but sometimes I'm not. So I was getting dressed one morning and I was putting my leg through. I put my entire leg through the hole
Oh,
of
the
the
rip.
jeans and not the leg hole. So I'm sitting there and I heard it go. It just ripped, and I was like, "This isn't fashionable anymore. I can't wear
Is there
these
a limit?
pants."
Is there like a certain amount, like say when the rip is like fashionable versus
If you
not?
can fit another person through the hole of your pants, then it's probably not
That's not
fashionable anymore.
fashionable.
Yeah.
I've done that. I have, jeans. I don't buy ripped jeans, but I wear them and they get worn, especially when I'm doing work and stuff like that. And I remember one time I was sticking my leg in and my toe went through the hole and you just hear like this rip. And I was like, well, I guess it's done for those.
How sharp are your toenails to rip through
No,
the
his
toe?
toe.
Through the hole that was already ripped.
He didn't create the hole with his toe.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, you put nails in it. Shh. I'm like, man, I gotta trim my nails.
Mid transformation, trying to get and just shred them. So, but no, I'm not a ripped jeans. I still buy them that way.
Yeah, I don't get it. My girls are getting into it, and I guess that's.
I mean, you don't get
fashion.
a discount, right?
It's
not
it's
like
a premium.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like they're like, hey, here's less fabric for more money. Thanks.
I will say at one point, I feel like it was maybe, I don't know, 2010-ish or whatever. Like, I know it was after high school and like before I started college, like around that time, there was a time where I feel like you couldn't buy regular jeans. Like, even if it just had not the full hole, but just the distressed fabric. So where there's still
or like on
like
the knees or something.
yeah, there's still threads hanging there. Like for the longest time, I was like, can I have pants without holes? And I could not find them unless they were leggings or yoga pants or something. But jeans, every single jeans had at least one little distress patch.
Like worn or whatever. Yep. It's like
You couldn't find them anywhere.
I want a new pair of jeans. Like no. Nothing. You have to have these pretend used jeans.
There's some
Acid
manufacturer
wash.
behind the scenes with like patches, and he's like, "These are all mine."
We'll take all the denim and throw them in a vat of acid and then sell it for more.
So this one you could probably substitute any social media for this, but I tried to make a Facebook status update, but no one liked it. Aww.
I admit sometimes I do kind of feel that way. It's weird how social media works. I can put in the most random post and it'll get all kinds of hits and likes and comments, and then I put something meaningful and it's like, oh, no one cares. I just spilled my guts out on social media.
Yeah. Just keep posting the brisket, buddy. Just keep posting your sausages. That's what I get. I mean, on Instagram, I think it was during COVID. I started smoking meat.
You did that again on the last episode. That pregnant pause.
I realized that. Okay, and I noticed that like all the comments and likes were coming through for when I was just showing what my wares were, and then I told my wife, I'm like, I get why this is really addictive because you just want to keep I mean feeding it, and then so I stopped. I mean, every once in a while I'll post something, but.
You get that hit though, I mean, when you put something out there in the world, and then you see like somebody.
And I'm an adult. I can only imagine what it's going on with adolescents and teenagers, and I get it.
Yeah,
Totally. It is one of the pros for us that we weren't, around the time that we were growing up and being teenagers, that we didn't have that. Or it was kind of on a cusp
today. So when?
I feel like we did do stuff in real life to get people. It's like, hey guys, look what I can do, and you try to skateboard down this long or something.
Yeah, but it wasn't automatically. Yeah. But it wasn't automatically. It wasn't automatically recorded and then uploaded.
It's not recorded, but it's still the same thing. You want to show, hey guys, look how high I can swing, and then jump off the swing when I'm at the peak. So you're not getting 1,000 followers. But everyone on the playground's going to see you break your leg, but it was worth it because everybody saw you.
Yeah, you get some street cred.
All eyes on me. So we'll go ahead and this one is kind of coming up on the season, and I've felt this way before, so we'll actually do this one. I got asked what I want for Christmas. I can't think of anything.
Well, then you're fulfilled.
You are in a good place.
Yeah.
It's a good problem to have.
Or the things that I want are too expensive.
Actually, that's kind of where we're at right now.
I want some camera equipment and I want some podcasting stuff.
I'm in a PlayStation 5. Nice,
it's like, oh, the budget's $10. I'm sorry.
I was just driving to church yesterday with my daughter, and we were talking about first cars, and she's like, I think I want my first car to be a Tesla. And I'm like,
keep dreaming, baby girl.
Dreaming. Yeah, she goes, I really want it. And I was like, oh, okay. You're okay.
Like, there's a lot of places looking for jobs.
Yeah. Sorry, Audrey. It will not be a Tesla.
Aww.
the thing is,
It'll
you
be
should
a
get her a
95
little
Ford Escort,
a little
like
toy
mine.
car.
There
yeah. Same. I told you I was going to get you a Tesla. You didn't say it was like a Hot Wheels model.
That's right.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. I think that's pretty.
Get a decal and just
Yeah.
put it on the front. Yeah, you're good to go.
Just remove a 95 Ford Escort. We'll spray paint it silver, and it'll be awesome.
So cut this part out if this is too good of an idea and you're going to do this right. But you know those little kid electric cars that you can get,
Yes.
right? Just put a Tesla symbol on one of those.
you
It's an
go.
electric car. It counts.
Yeah,
That's
It
true.
works.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Now the odds of her actually driving down the highway on it is slightly small. But hey, but it
She'll
shows that
still
you're
drive
dreaming-
faster than some of the people on Kellogg right now.
Yeah. It's still a dream, but yeah. Charity has a good point. Most of the stuff that we want are definitely in the
Yeah.
Technological category.
I think we're all very blessed.
That
Yes.
definitely, and again, you know, we're going to end it like we began. I am thankful to be able to do that. We had the opportunity, you know, the place to come and record, and the equipment and the know-how and everything like that. So
We are thankful for our listeners too, the people
Oh,
that
I mean,
they're
come
okay.
back and
No, I'm
listen.
kidding.
Oh,
They're
snap!
okay.
Dan. Dan will no
That's
longer
right.
be a part of the podcast.
So thank you so much for listening. I'll go ahead and kick it over to Sarah to give us where you can listen to more episodes of the show.
Yeah, thanks, Dan. And like we were saying before, we've recorded other holiday-related episodes, and that is on our website at doublestuffpod.com. Just check out episodes number 31 to 40. You can also check us out on our social media pages on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube at Double Stuff Podcast, and on Twitter at Double Stuff P, and that's the letter P.
Thank you, guys.
Happy Thanksgiving.